Welcome to another episode of Golden Nuggets Tea and Tales, powered by Husby, served today by Tahier Hussien. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. Can I have a drum roll?
Oof, are you about to spill some tea or tell some tales? That's what this show's about. We've got people that have been in the real estate industry for many, many years, or just a few years, spilling the tea, telling the tales on what goes on behind the scenes, deep in the trenches. And one of the scenarios in a real estate agent's career that causes the most drama or has the most wild stories is what happens on a viewing or showing, as they like to call it in the US. So what is your most memorable showing or viewing story that you can tell us? Spill the tea.
Yeah, so I had the seller. He's originally my client, and I had to deal with another agent who called themselves a realtor. Did
you know everyone that's calling themselves a realtor?
Yeah, I'm surprised. Except for me, I'm not calling myself a realtor because people, they don't know what's realtor is. That's why everybody, I'm a realtor.
Yeah.
No, you're not. You need to go through the process through NAR.
Yes.
And unfortunately, I would say 98% of Dubai real estate agents
call themselves realtors.
And they don't know what a realtor is.
So just to be clear, a realtor is, first of all, the name or the term realtor is a trademark term.
Yeah.
And you can only call yourself a realtor if you are a member of the National Association of Realtors.
Yes.
Now, it is possible to be in the UK or UAE and be a realtor if you've sat the SIPS course, which is the Certified International Property Specialist, which I sat that course. I was one of the first in the UAE to do it. And then you pay for membership to the NAR. Then you are a realtor.
Of course.
Okay.
It's like a RERA, but the longer term and internationally.
Yeah.
But
so,
here, they're not. So
we digress. Back to your story about this realtor.
So another agent with the buyer, it was a handover unit. So there is no DIWA, no electricity, no anything. They're coming directly from lunch. So it's a nice 4-bedroom villa. I'm showing the client with
lunch or launch?
Lunch as food.
Okay, got it.
So I'm showing the house, very nice house. The client is so lovely with his wife. All of a sudden, their agent disappeared. And he got himself locked in the powder room, doing some business there. And put in mind, as I mentioned, there is no DIWA, no electricity, nothing.
Okay.
And I just received a WhatsApp message. It's like, Tahier, please help me. I need water. And as you know, I don't drive. I'm a very professional passenger. I would sit, put my seatbelt, and I would turn you. And we are in the middle of this gated community. Closest supermarket is like, within the community is like 10 minutes.
Okay, so he's gone into the powder room, done his business.
Yes.
Not realizing that there is no water, electricity. Which is, I mean, that's just lacking common sense.
He said, we had the spicy food. I was like, what the fuck? Okay, you don't need to eat.
He's prepping you for how bad it is.
It was really bad. And I just told him, I don't have a car. I'm sorry, bro. You need to do whatever. And he was keep thinking like, please don't steal my client. I said, first of all, I'm a person with integrity. And if you're going to be rude with me, I'm just going to leave you locked there. So I'm here to help you.
So wait, was he also locked inside?
Yeah, he was inside. He can't move.
Okay, so there's two problems here. The fact that there's no flush.
Yes.
And he's locked inside.
Yes.
Okay, how did he lock himself?
He can't leave because he need to wash. He need to do many things. So I was like,
so he's not physically locked?
No, not physically
okay, all right,
locked.
He's stuck.
Yeah, so I had to take my brutally honest bill, and I just came to the buyer. I was like, hey, we need to go to Carrefour. We need to buy water. They were like, no, we have. I was like,
Not
not
enough.
for you. For your agent. Nasty one. We went 2 packs of water and we just put it in front of the
toilet.
powder room. And it's a kind of the houses where you walk in the corridor and the powder room is under the stairs. So there is no windows, there is nothing. I couldn't do viewings for like almost 4 months in that house because it stinks. And he was one of those realtors with the shiny suit, the short socks, sweating here. I was like, bro, no. He was like, please, can we write an offer? I was like, you destroyed it. You destroyed it. Everything smells from the nice smell of paint.
Disappeared. Ruined.
Like this.
That would probably be the number one thing you shouldn't do in a property, an empty property.
Yeah, exactly. It's
Do
not
your
your
business.
house. How
Yeah.
you? It's not a mall.
Okay.
At one point, I had to take bakhur, like faham, and to be creative, and then just put.
So it was just
oud bakhur.
lingering month after month.
And it was getting worse because the humidity. You could feel the walls as things. Like I was like, and bless him, my seller. We have a very good relationship. He was like, Tahier, why the villa is not selling? I was afraid to tell him, like, there is an agent destroyed it and it smells like a diaper now. Like, no, it was bad. It was bad.
So even Bakhur didn't do it?
Bakhur did work.
Okay.
And I had these heroes, the Urban Club Company. They did the deep cleaning. And the lady, bless her, she was like, sir, what's happening with this smell? And I was like, I don't know. It's normal because maybe there is no air circulation. Very bad. Not Clorox, Dettol. It was too much.
That's hilarious. Anything else on that story?
Yeah, but no, that's it. The buyers were just disgusted. And I didn't want to stab a knife behind his back. I could have easily taken the buyers. But I work on something that is missing in the market here. It's credibility. Because the clients found me through LinkedIn and they contact me and they were like, we want to work with you. Even though I was pissed at the other agent, I just told him the clients contact me and through LinkedIn, and I sent him a screenshot. And I was like, you need to find a way to apologize for what you did, even though if it's not under your control, or you can refer your manager or one of your colleagues, and I will be more than happy to do that. And he will, guess what he said?
What?
Brother, go close them and share the commission. I said, I'm not working for charity. I left working for humanitarian field back in the days. I'm not going to do it again. I'm here. I'm focusing on my money. I'm not sharing shit with you. Go. You're a type of agent that will give money to clients. No, I'm not going to share my income with you. Simple. And that was it. And I'm still, every time I post on LinkedIn, he liked the client, his client, liked, sometimes comment. That was like.
So how did the story end?
I have no idea. The guy washed. He left. They left with him in the car. I said, no, I'm calling myself an Uber because he was sweating, because he was there for a good half an hour wearing a suit. So you can imagine. Poor clients had to ride with him in the car. So I was like, I'm ordering myself a Uber. I'm not going to be associated with this.
And how many months did it take you to sell it after the...
I think it was 5 months. 5 months. Good 4 months because it's a nice unit, a corner unit, but there is no air circulation where the powder room is. And it's just that powder room is made to wash your hands.
That's it.
Or do number one. That's it, maximum. Okay? Or freshen up, fix makeup. That's it. Not made for number two at all. Even for the people who will live in the house, they're not allowed to do that. And it sold after on the 5th month, 4 months. Every time I go, pass by, it's just like a soul is buried there. It's just the smell was getting worse and worse. Even though Clorox, Dettol, Bakhur, deep cleaning, everything. But then it, alhamdulillah, after the Clorox and the cleaning, thanks to Urban Club, it's gone and I managed to sell it. This is why I keep telling agents, yes, you can be friends with your clients. You can go for drinks and food, but you don't go for a spicy lunch where your stomach gets upset and then you just find a toilet and you just want to go there and be comfortable. I don't know how you do that.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. What are the tips or what are the things to avoid on a viewing from Tahier Hussien? So number 2, definitely. Number 1, is that crossing the line if you need to go for a number 1?
No, it's not.
Okay.
But you need to do it in a public place, not a private home.
Yeah.
Because now clients are educating themselves, especially the sellers. They're doing staging. Before, it was just you go on a dusty, empty house. Now they're doing staging. And of course, the bills, they need everything to be
perfect,
neat and clean. So if you want to do something, there are petrol stations everywhere. Sheikh Zayed, Al Khail, Mohammed bin Zayed, every street there is a petrol station and there is a public toilet there. So you need to control your things like before you going on a viewing or in a meeting. Yes, you need to check your hygiene, smell. You need to be in a comfortable clothes where the client will be comfortable with you. You don't need to be in a suit, 3-piece suit with a tie, and it's so hot. You will be melting and you're doing viewings. You cannot.
All right. We want to know from you, what is the worst thing you could do as a real estate agent on a viewing? Drop it below in the comments. Thank you, Tahier.
You're welcome.